Hello and welcome to Prime at 9. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. Chief Minister of Nagaland, Purio, said that the incident in Mon is a clear case of misuse and abuse of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. He said this is not the first time where civilians have had to bear the brunt of the draconian law. The Special Investigation Team has submitted a charge sheet to the court on December 8 against former DC of NOKLAK Rennie Wilfred in the molestation case of 2 minor girls in July. Investigating officer says enough evidence against the accused. A tri-service inquiry ordered by the Indian Air Force to investigate the Mi-17 V5 helicopter crash. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that the black box was recovered by a 25 special team of Air Force. The farmers protesting at borders of Delhi have decided to end their year-long movement. This decision comes in the wake of the centre accepting all demands put forward by farmers. Now for the news and details. Speaking at the tribute program for the victims of the December 4th and 5th Mon firing in KOHIMA, the former Chief Minister of Nagaland and leader of the NPF TR Ziliang hailed December 4th and 5th as a black day, not only for the Konyaks but also for the people of Nagaland in general. The former Chief Minister made an appeal to the investigation team to bring out the true story behind the shoot to kill. The central government should provide all possible assistance during the investigation so that every angle can be explored and nothing is hidden with doubt, he added. Ziliang also said the Draconian Act, which is the AFSPA, has not brought anything good to the nation and its citizens ever since its inception in 1958. Rather, it has brought shame and further disintegrated the nation. Therefore, it is time for the top leaders of the country to reveal all the black dots in Indian history and repeal such unwanted act immediately in order to prevent all inhuman activities meted out to its citizen out of such black law, he said.
When the Naga people are anticipating for a final breakthrough to the Indo-Naga political issue, the unfortunate incident has come as a huge shock to all of us. In a time like this, it is important for all of us to stand together unitedly and fight for our right. No amount of reason can justify the killings of innocent civilians, and I urge upon the state government to leave no stone unturned in bringing the perpetrators of this felonious act of justice. Armed Forces Special Power Act has brought nothing good to the nation and each citizen ever since its inception in 1958, other than pain and suffering which has disintegrated the nation further.
Konyak Union KOHIMA President H. Angnay Konyak said that Indian Army should not take what they cannot repay back. Speaking at the tribute program for December 4th victims in KOHIMA today, Angnay said existence of peace and harmony in Nagaland is hard-earned peace. Therefore, the Indian Army should not take the advantage of peace-loving citizens. The number of population and the number of arms are not the strength to wage a war, but the unity of the people and courage is the strength to wage a war with any nation, he added. The president also condemned the fake stories and the misinformation regarding the incident by the mainland media houses, claiming those innocent civilians to that of terrorists. He also expressed resentment against the statement presented by the union minister in the parliament. He further demanded that AFSPA should be immediately revoked without any delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, they shot at us. We were not signaled to stop. They killed my friend. We never tried to flee. We were just inside the vehicle, but they shot at us mercilessly. These are the words of Mr. Saiwang Konyak, one of the two survivors. The fake stories and the misinformation regarding the incident at Uting by the mainland media house, and even to the extent of Indian Parliament by the Honorable Union Home Minister, and claiming of those innocent civilians to that of terrorists, have multiplied the pain and anger to the Nagas in particular and to the people of northeastern states in general. It is like adding a fuel to the fire. With this kind of behavior from the Indian leaders, the natural instinct in us, did for that, an eye for an eye, is increasing in our mind day by day. At this moment of pain and sorrow, we call upon every Nagas, far and wide, to stand united, strong, revise, reposition as a free Naga.
The Tizo Valley Biodiversity Conservation and Livelihood Network Zonoboto team leader Ivan Zimomi has been awarded the 9th Balipara Foundation Award under the category of Rural Future Rewilding Award held at the Taj Vivanta Hotel, Guwahati today. The TVBCLN Zonoboto, in a joint initiative of 3 villages, Sukagukoi and Kiviku, supported by the GEF Satyama Initiative, CI Japan and Terry NGO based in Delhi. Avian survey in the area recorded 222 species of birds, 200 species of butterflies and more than 200 species of moths. The rare rediscoveries were Amesia sanguifloa and Mandarin trinket snake. The area also conserving Chinese pangolin, which is endangered species and extinct in Asia continent.
We are working with the communities where fishing and hunting, that is tradition. Land belongs to the individual and it was protected under the Article 371A. Traditional shifting June cultivation is still prevalent in the state of Nagaland, where it destroys the river, the forest, and destroy the wildlife habitat.
The 4 persons who were injured in the Oting village firing and admitted to the Christian Institute of Health Sciences and Research Dimapur were said to have been recovering from their injuries. Speaking to HornbillTV, the CIHSR Medical Superintendent Dr. Clement Momin informed that the victims' condition are now stable and out of danger and they will be discharged soon. The December 4th firing incident led to the deaths of 14 innocent civilians and injured many. 2 of the injured victims were taken to a hospital at Dibrugarh, while the other 4 were airlifted to Dimapur for treatment.
Arumanaji December 4 incident Oting village Mon district hwala itu victim charge nyare CIHSR de admit kuine thagala tan la updates hudiulation aru itu charge do tik kuntu time la victim ase koile tahan do itu bosti manu khan dead body do ahine paraim de jawan khan lo de encounter kwarem de injured wala se itu charta victims to tahan la updates to mohan CIHSR la medical superintendent Dr. Clement lo de updates lo she aru tara kwala hisab te hole tahan charjon ina punchia do sob manui bullet injury thagi she gushi aru ekjon du itu ICU re thaki ne ajira he ICU rawi ulai she na wi kwase ulwi itia to tahan sob bi tahan la situation tahan la health to stable hoine ase itu inawi huni paise.
On 5th of December, we were informed through the district administration, both from Mon and Dimapur, that some of the victim of December 4th incident would be shifted to CIHSR because of their critical condition. And accordingly, they were evacuated by helicopter from Mon, and they reached Dimapur at around between 3:30 to 4:30 by helicopter. And there were 4 people who were shifted from there. Yes, all of them are stable now. They were admitted on 5th and today is 9th. All of them are stable. And whatever surgical intervention needed to be done, those has been done, and right now their conditions are stable. All of them had gunshot injuries. 2 of them had on the leg, and one of them also had chest injury with blood in the thorax, and one had injury in the back, bullet injury, but all of them, their condition is stable now. On the day of their arrival, our Honorable Health Minister, Mr. Pang Yufom, was here. And yesterday, the Deputy Chief Minister, he came along with his colleagues. Yes. Yes, maybe in a couple of days, they will be fit to be discharged.
Moi reporter Christine Yukihua with camera person Zaremo for Hornbill TV.
The officer of the SIT involved in investigating the July molestation case of 2 minor girls by the former DC of NOKLAK, Rennie Wilfred, has informed Hornbill TV that the charge sheet was submitted to the court on December 8th. Rupa M., the police officer that headed the investigation, informed that sufficient evidence against the accused has been found and charge sheet submitted to the court. The president of the Kimnyungan Mainyo Hoikam, the apex women's organization of NOKLAK, also made known that they have yet to attain the charge sheet submitted and will be applying for it shortly. She also informed that the accused had applied for interim bail, which was granted by the court.
We have filed the charge sheet yesterday in the court.
Okay,
We have filed the charge sheet. That means there was sufficient evidence for which we have filed the charge sheet. Okay, that is what it implies.
Okay.
Still stands as of now because further no dates have been given for hearing by the High
Tan Mohammed court to the Jagana Mangana na Olivi Mangado Mangana Olivi Goldido Hoishi Negahi finding studio.
Okay.
Kura Brahidar interim bill we should not go over the properly.
अच्छा तो इसे interim bail there से
वही तो
okay
court hearings to start होना है क्या कल ही SIT कम्बरा court टी तन लगा to submit कुछ bail to ते किमान दिपाइसे उम्मीद तो साथी कम्बरा WhatsApp पढ़ेगा ना आसे मुझे लगाती तन की findings ऐसे तो सब टी court टी submit करना से तो मुहन itu court ही मंगी वाला की इनका कुछ
A report dated November 26, acquired by Hornbill TV, stated that in view of the registration of the criminal case, the petitioner Rennie Wilfred was apprehending arrest and approached the court seeking pre-arrest bail under Section 438 of CRPC. Listing the matter again after 4 weeks, Justice Kaketo Sema in the interim granted pre-arrest bail to the petitioner, and in the event of the arrest of the petitioner in connection with case, he shall be released on bail on furnishing of bond of Rs 50,000 with 2 surety of the like amount to the satisfaction of the arresting authority. The Chuchu Yimpang Village Council and the Chuchu Yimpang Baptist Church will be launching a joint venture to facilitate educated people in engaging in entrepreneurial projects. This was announced by CBC Chairman Aw Sanan Pongan and CBC Pastor Reverend T. Lima on the sidelines of a program. In preparation for this joint venture between the church and the village council, the Chuchu Yimlang Students Union Educational Trust organized a seminar for educated unemployed youths today with the theme Owning Our Future at Imlang Salangtam, Chuchu Yimlang Village. Highlighting the objective of the seminar, CVC Chairman Pongan said, if people look into the realities of the world today, government jobs have become sacred. At such a juncture, he said everybody wants government jobs, but the government sector has reached its saturation point where the state now plans to remove excess appointments.
Scenario di tudo economy, what is economy? Production, yang lu debat, pula debat, zahan debat ambil biar bang. Dimisi aja tu. Karena tahu jurnal jembiong nah, India kami di kerang kata tu kami nam. Iba salary, amu bak poli, mesti kita nak buat apa?
Pongan said CVC and CBC have come up with a joint venture project to give an opportunity to educated unemployed youths in livelihood and entrepreneurship, he said, and further that the project's objective is simple. The village wants educated unemployed youths to depend on themselves without depending on the government or private companies. CBC Pastor Reverend T. Lima Pastor also expressed hope that the joint venture will uplift young people both financially and spiritually, along with a great expectation that it would benefit the society too, to a large extent. In some regional news, high-ranking police officials of Manipur held a press conference at IMPHAL West SP Conference Hall to clear misconceptions of the people about the department's dealings in the recent past. Talking to the media, Inspector General of Manipur, Kayanta, spoke about the prevailing law and order situation with particular reference to recent incidents related to the deadly ambush at Bihang, in which the commanding officer of the Assam Rifles, his wife, son and 4 others were killed, killing of laborers at work, threats to government officials, social and political workers, businessmen and traders through telephone calls, and planting of grenades at houses or shops, extortions and demands.
Series of numerous complaints regarding that, and that is also verified. The only thing is that there are so many people who are facilitating this type of work. As I said, the underground, so-called underground group, which are based somewhere in the remote areas of the state, in the, say, subjected to be in the border area, they did not come here, they did not dare to come here. But there are so many persons who are working, who are facilitating their activities. So, as a result of this, whenever I come to the point, so it's regarding, because we have been maligned. Police have been maligned that arrest has been made. I will not give the particulars of those. But police are maligned that police are acting at the behest of few. So I wanted to reiterate that there are so many people may not be directly involved in the organizational setup, but yet they are facilitating the subversive activities of these so-called groups which are demanding, intimidating.
IPS Officer Kabir K said that despite the sincere and untiring efforts of the police for the safety and maintenance of order, the police are defamed and maligned on social media platforms that the police are acting at the behest of political leaders. He appealed to all not to malign or defame the police, as the police never work with any political party or act under the direction of political leaders. They cautioned the general public not to be carried away by contents published or posted on social media platforms and rather have sought for their cooperation. Youths from different walks of life assembled at the palace compound in Imphal East district to protest against the ambush in Mon of Nagaland where civilians were shot dead by security forces. The event was organized by Imphal Ensemble. Talking to Hornbill TV, the vocalist of the music band Imphal Talkies, KOHIMA, said that artists are gathering to show solidarity with the victims in Nagaland. Chingabam said that the Armed Forces Special Powers Act has been a major issue for the Northeast and Kashmir.
We are showing our solidarity to the recent killing in Nagaland in one district. And, AFSPA has been something, collectively for the entire Northeast and Kashmir, and how we have gone through together, but apparently I feel like, we have lost, AFSPA itself from our imagination for a couple of years. And the recent incident that took place in Nagaland, it reminded us, what we have been through. And I think this is the time that, keeping aside the differences, it's time that, we stand together to fight against this evil, draconian AFSPA.
Yes, there will be singing during the dark times, about the dark times. And AFSPA, at any cost, cannot exist on this planet. Indians can sing about democracy all they want, but the democracy they have been singing for the last 75 years is just on papers, is just in songs, in poetry. We don't know what is democracy in the Northeast, in the Kashmir. So,
Aku said that the AFSPA had been out of thoughts for the past couple of years, but the Nagaland incident had brought back all the horrors the people had suffered. He said it is time that people together fight the draconian act. Aku said his band Imphal Talkies had been writing and singing about the suffering caused by AFSPA and militarization, among other issues. He said politicians from Manipur should also come out and show their solidarity to the cause. Later in the evening, candlelight vigils were also held. That's all for the news. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.